Nobody on here yet, but it's all good. I got to get warmed up. Got to finish my coffee. The biggest coffee there was at 8 a.m. p.m. Besides the pre-workout I already had in the morning. But yeah, I've been up since about 3:30 this morning. So got to keep the caffeine flow all day. You know how we do it. Shoulder day. We're gonna talk about the Jiu-Jitsu tournament I did a little bit. It's been over a week. I know it's been a minute. Haven't did a live in a while, but I was just trying to regather myself, get back into the grind, get back into the flow, the routine, and just had to like reset. You know what I mean? Like I'll get into it in a minute, and we'll talk about it. But I'll wait till get some people on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna warm up my shoulders and I'm gonna finish my coffee. Playing some old school today. Breaking Benjamin. Just gonna get the shoulders stretched out. You don't gotta go heavy on these lateral raises. You start getting too heavy, start getting too high, start getting into the traps. Unless you want to do traps, then yeah, start going higher. If you start finding yourself going like that, then yeah, you're doing traps. But so if you have to go light, man, I mean, put the ego away. That's what I've learned. 50 years old now, and it's not about ego anymore. It's not about PRs all the time. Yeah, you want to do a PR every now and then and test yourself out, and but most of the time you're putting in that work. You know what I mean? You don't want to get injured. Doesn't mean to be scared though. That's one thing that you gotta face your fears, man. Face your fears. You never know what's gonna happen if you quit before you get to that point. You know what I mean? They say that there's a point that's called fight or flight, and it's a weird feeling, and it's like an adrenaline rush too. So I just did you got anybody on here yet? Yes and no, on and off. I'll wait up, but yeah, I just did that Jiu-Jitsu tournament. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago now, and man, yeah, that'll test you right there. I'll see where you're at as far as performing in front of people, for yourself, under pressure, your fitness, but more than anything, your mental. So, you know, that's what Jiu-Jitsu does. It trains you mentally, it breaks you down, it builds you back up. And not only that, you get great fitness out of it. So that's why I promote it. That's why I talk about it, because it all comes back to fitness. And that's what I do is fitness. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm into now, and should have been a long time ago, but hey, better late than never, you know? And if you don't understand, I got a video. Go back onto my channel, daddyrooster88motivate. Check out the video that why I lost 75 pounds. And you'll see, because basically a life scare, you know what I mean? Like a death scare, like I thought I was gonna die. So I looked at it as a second chance that I was getting, because I didn't die. Obviously, I'm here. But we all gotta do that, man. We all gotta take those little knocks on the shoulder and look at it for what they are, and you know, use it as a stepping stone and say, you know what? I'm gonna change my fitness. I'm gonna change my health for the better, for myself and for my family, for my loved ones. And I mean, just overall, everything, mental, physical, spiritual. sometimes those things happen for a reason, you know. You almost die in a car accident or something like that. And to me, I think it's God like tapping you on the shoulder saying, hey man, let's go. You got to get with the program. You're here for a reason, you know what I mean? And take care of your body as well. So that's how I took it finally, after I fell on my face so many times. And it led me to this, which leads me to you guys, which that's why I do it as well, to not only keep myself accountable, but to help others as well. So by me doing this, it helps myself, but also too, you know, hopefully somebody can change their health for the better. That's what I like to say whenever I put some kind of social media post, is that I'm not just doing it for me. Like, God willing, somebody else's life will change for the better. But anyhow, yeah, I just did that competition, so it tested me mentally, physically. I want to say spiritually too, because you know, you go into it, leading into that, I was so confident, man. I was so confident in what I knew, and I thought, you know, it was gonna go a certain way, and it didn't. And you know, I was a humbling experience, and I don't want to make excuses. So if you want to hear all the details, I did make a YouTube video about the tournament, and it's called No Excuses, I Lost. Go back and watch that. That was raw, you know what I mean? That was right after it happened. So if you want to know what happened, and you'll be able to see, like, that was like right the next day. I said, I got to get this out. I got to get this video out, because right now, when everything's fresh in my head, I'm going to tell you what I really felt and what I was going through. So, but yeah, I was in good shape, man. I mean, I was not that tired. I mean, adrenaline dump, yeah, that's gonna happen. That's normal. That's what they told me. But as far as cardio, I felt it was good. I was training hard leading up to that tournament. I was doing extra work. I was doing extra running. I was doing extra lifting, and I started to taper it down towards the end. And nutrition-wise, I've been doing keto for like 2 years, and I think I got down to the weight where I want to be now, more or less. And now it's just about, you know, changing the composition, getting some more muscle definition, and you know, getting rid of that last bit of fat, especially around the stomach area. That's the hardest, man, especially when you get older. Metabolism slows down. You just got to be a little bit more strict, you know what I mean? I'm weak, what's up? Dang, all right, whatever. Whatever way. Hey, it's whatever, dude. I can control what I can control. I can't control what you say, but you know what I mean? I'm gonna still keep doing what I do. Like it or not, I don't go for people to impress. So I don't need validation for that. I'm just trying to help people, so I share what I can. And 50 years old, I'm still doing it. I don't know about you, but I don't care. You know, if somebody wants help, I'll help them. If they don't want help, you can't help them. What can you do? You know what I mean? There's people out there that they're on drugs and stuff like that. You want to help them, but if they don't want to be helped, you can't help them. But whatever, that's another story. Anyhow, yeah, man, we're just doing some shoulders today, and I already trained this morning at 5, and now just getting a little bit of maintenance on the shoulders. I'll probably head on down to Planet Fitness later and do some legs. And, you know, I got to do other things around the house, so it is what it is. But, yeah, man. We're just giving a recap because I haven't been on a live for probably 2 weeks. And, yeah, that's what happened. Didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but I still got a lot of learning out of that experience. And I'll be back. I'll compete again, and this time I'll be more experienced. I'll have that learning experience that I went through, and I'm gonna keep training, keep working the cardio, keep eating right. I did introduce some carbs into the diet. Not really a diet, but it's like the way I'm eating. Like, I don't call it a diet too much because that means you're gonna stop. But yeah, I'm adding in some carbs for energy. So right before I do something like strenuous exercise or something, usually the night before, I'll eat a little bit of carbs. I don't eat a lot during the day, but towards the end I will. Helps you go to sleep a little better. Gives you that fuel for in the morning when you need it, and you're not so tired. That's one thing that I noticed that keto does is kind of get you a little tired. So, you know, I don't want to rely on the energy drinks too much, but you know, that's what happens. So, yeah, coming up on a year, man, of not drinking, quitting alcohol. Coming up on a year, and man, it's been a dramatic change as far as health. Feel a lot better. Don't have any trouble waking up like I used to after a night of drinking, and definitely lost some weight because of that. But at the same time, kind of lost some people that I used to hang around with. You know, it's not that I don't like them, and I love them. You know, they never did nothing wrong to me. They just it's just I can't be around activities that I just don't want to be around it like that. You know what I mean? Like, if you have a problem with, let's say, gambling or something like that, you don't want to be around go sit in a casino all day. You know what I mean? It's just not smart. So, like I said, I had to kind of change my routine, my people, my weekends that I used to do. It all used to base around drinking too much, and yeah, it wasn't good for me, health-wise, relationship-wise, family-wise. It just wasn't working out, and it took me a long time to figure that out. A long time. And anybody else out there that's going through that, man, I feel for you, because it takes a while sometimes to realize how far you drop down. Like, it wasn't until, and I'm gonna make a video on this too, like, cause coming up on the 1 year of where I quit drinking, and I'm gonna have to go into detail on this, so you know, it might help somebody. But not only, you know, just for the basic health effects, but just a lot of the spiritual and just overall as a person, what I had to go through. And yeah, I'll give you a little reason, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I'll save it for the video. But yeah, it wasn't until I actually saw myself at a low point with a picture that got me to change. Yeah, I'm still doing jiu-jitsu, man. Heck yeah, I just came back from I had class this morning at 5 a.m. It was adult fundamentals class, and yeah, we had a good class, man. Friday's always fun. You know, we do a lot of sparring at the end on Fridays,
And man, it was a full class today. A lot of people there today. Gave somebody his first white stripe on his white belt. And it was a good time, man. Great exercise, great exercise. That's why Jiu-Jitsu, man, you want to go to that next level in your fitness, Jiu-Jitsu, man, you'll lose weight, but also mentally, man. Talk about pressure situations. If you're in that kind of a environment all morning where you're getting pressed pressure-wise, but it's forcing you to think, forcing you to figure out and solve problems, and that's what it does. And I find out that, after that, I usually go to work, and nothing's gonna be as hard as that for the rest of the day. That's just how it works, So yeah, I'm still doing it, still white belt. I just passed 6 months, so it's gonna be a while. You know what I mean? It's not a race. It's a marathon. It's a journey, and yeah, hopefully, I can be here 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and say, hey, man, I'm still doing it, and just it starts to get fun, man. Once you figure out, what's actually going on, it starts to get fun. If anybody thinking about it, man, I definitely recommend it. But just know going into it that it's not going to be the funnest thing. It's going to be fun because it's a brand new activity, but 52, thinking of doing it? Yeah, hey, I'm 50 right now. I'm about to be 51 in August. And I thought about that too, man. Am I too old or what? But it's actually not too bad. There's a lot of people barely starting right now. And there's a guy that I train with, he's 53. And another guy that's 51, I believe too. So me and him kind of stick together at the class, and which is good to have somebody like that. In the beginning, it wasn't like that, man. I was always with the higher belts, 20, 30-year-old, people, and it wasn't always like that. I had the experience against me, and the only thing that was saving me was my strength. So definitely, if you're already into fitness, that would definitely help. And then work on your cardio, man, because you're gonna need it. It's a different kind of cardio, I'll tell you that, man. So if you do HIIT training, that high intensity, where you let's say you're running and you turn up the speed and you sprint for a little bit, and then you come back down and jog, then you sprint and you come back down and jog. That's a kind of that'll kind of mimic what you're gonna go through as far as when you're rolling and you're sparring and stuff. When you're doing drills, it's not that intense, but usually at the end of class in our school, we put it together, whatever we know, and we just try to do a live sparring. So yeah, dude, it'll change your life. It's a lifestyle, jiu-jitsu. I'm not saying I'm great, but I'm just saying that it's already worked a way. It's already changed my mental game. Physically, I've lost weight from that. It helps you, man. It's just so many ways that I can't even explain it right now, but I'm gonna make a video here about my first 6 months, and I'll go into more details. So I'll put that on the channel, but yeah, go for it, Ricky. I would, man. I did, but it's kind of hard too, man, because people ask me about it too sometimes, and I'm like, I just want them to know what they're getting into, because that way it doesn't come as such a hardship or a shock or anything when it humbles you, man. It definitely humbles you down, because if you're a person that's thinking, oh shoot, I'm athletic, I was an athlete, I was a football player, I'm this, I'm that, and then you go in there and you get somebody that's smaller, maybe not as much muscle, anything, and they just do whatever they want with you, and it's crazy. But you don't realize it. When I realized it was when I wasn't the new guy anymore, but we got a new person in a couple times, and I was able to do whatever I wanted to do with them, as far as me controlling them and stuff, making them tap out. That's when you realize you know more than you think, but it takes a while, man. The cycle is different at every class, every school, and they usually go through the whole thing. So like I'll put that in the video. Like they usually teach you. Well, for sure you got warm-ups, and it's a lot of physical exercise. So you're doing everything, man. You're doing burpees. You're doing frog jumps, you're doing bear crawls, other things on the ground, you're doing rolls. A lot of intense exercise in the beginning to get you warmed up, get the sweat, get the blood flow. And then the way we do it, and then we sit down with the professor, he'll show us the moves for the day. And then we'll just drill it. And when you're drilling, you're pouring sweat too. So you wouldn't think so, but man, the exercise it's just off the charts in there. And it's in a different way. You're using your body in ways you've never used it before, especially if you're older. You're gonna use a lot of core. So if you have a strong core, it's gonna help you. But yeah, man, go for it. If you're already thinking about it, then you probably should, man, because you don't want to be the rest of your life like, oh shoot, I should have did it. You know what I mean? You're not gonna know. No regrets, man. Just do it. You only live once, and I feel it's probably gonna benefit you in any way, in a lot of ways. Like I said, physically, mentally, spiritually. But yeah. We're just doing a little maintenance here while I'm doing this live. Kind of wanted to go over some stuff. I didn't do a video in 2 weeks. And yeah, towards the end of the week, it's Friday. And I'm gonna go hit some legs right now at Planet Fitness. They always kind of trip out if I record in there, so I really don't do a lot of videoing in there because it's just people like freak out like you're recording them, but I'm really not. But yeah, what is it? Canelo's fighting this weekend, huh? On the 4th. So it's supposed to be Cinco de Mayo. He always does, but yeah, he's gonna fight. That's gonna be a good one. I'm gonna watch that. I don't know if you guys watched UFC 300. Man, that was a good UFC. At first, I wasn't sure. Like a lot of people were saying, oh, I don't know about this fight card. Kind of, well, I don't know, it looks kind of weak and whatever, but man, it did not disappoint. It was like action-packed, knockouts, chokeouts, whatever. Especially that Holloway Gagey, oh man, 600K Gagey got for that. 600K for that fight of the night, man. Dang. Finally, dude, I'm glad those fighters are getting paid. You know what I mean? Like, you're putting your life on the line, you're putting your health, everything. Anything could happen, you know what I mean? So you gotta respect that. But yeah, didn't get too much people on the live today, but maybe you guys can watch this later at your own time. But yeah, man, that's about it, really. I did make a video about what happened during the tournament, so if you want to see the actual footage leading up to that day, that morning, and then the aftermath, I got it all on there. Watch it. A lot of people have been watching that. A lot of comments. And then what else? Between now and then, just been training, man. Doing it daily, lifting and jiu-jitsu, cardio, trying to eat, changing it up a little, adding a little bit of carbs in, seeing how that works. And yeah, feeling good right now. It's really good. I feel good today, and I hope you guys get out there, get something going. You know what I mean? Where they say day one or one day, make it day one, man. Get started. That's all it is. Just get moving, man. Just get started. Do anything. Push-ups, sit-ups. You don't have to have money. You don't have to have a gym. You can do all that stuff at home. The main thing is just stay consistent. You know what I mean? And keep a lookout for my other videos. I'm gonna make another one later about my first 6 months jiu-jitsu, and I don't know. We'll just go from there and see how it goes. I'll try to put one out once a week, but you know sometimes things happen. And I appreciate you guys for watching. And don't forget, if you guys buy supplements, buckedup.com. Use my code daddyrooster88. You will get started a buy me a coffee, and it's buy me a coffee / daddyrooster88. If you guys want to support the channel, you know, anything helps, whatever. I just threw that out there. And appreciate you guys for watching. Keep a lookout for more videos, and take care of yourself. God bless you guys. Have a great day. Daddy Rooster 88. Peace out.